Folks, today's Monday. I had a pretty good weekend sales this weekend. I had 16 packages. Oh shit! There went my coffee. Damn, I hate it when that happens. Yes, a full cup of coffee just ended up in the floorboard of my truck. What the hell? Hey, but the day's still young. It's still new. And I imagine I dropped my beef stick too. Pepperoni stick, I'm sorry. Always have a backup. Well, that pretty much sucks. So, 16 packages went out this morning. I don't know how long you guys have been following along, but I had purchased, maybe about 100 or so. It was over 100. Christmas Village pieces last spring at an estate sale. They averaged about $2 a piece. None of them were Department 56. They were all Dickens Collectibles, some Lomax, just a variety of other brands. So I decided, I need to get rid of these. They've been sitting so long. So I priced them to sale. Put a price tag of $9.99 plus shipping. And of course, some of these are large pieces. So shipping really averaged anywhere from 10 to 15, I think a couple pieces up to $17 a ship. So when you look at the suggested retail price on these, a lot of them were $19.99, $24.99. These were used, however, and some of them could have used it quite a good cleaning. But sorry, I got distracted. Somebody had a doll in their backpack. Hair was moving back and forth. But anyway, so I felt like they were getting a pretty good deal. I kind of felt bad. There was one person inquired about two different ones, wondered if I could combine shipping to reduce the price, which really just is the size of these things, and a couple of them are rarer pieces. But the size and weight of these things, there wasn't much wiggle room on the shipping. Anyway, I told the person, let me get back to you. I'm not at my inventory right now, but as soon as I get to my inventory, I will look that up for you. And, it did. It took me about 3 hours to get back to him. I was at work. Many of you know that I do have a full-time job. But I finally got back to her. Well, in that 2-3 hour period, let's just say 3, one of the pieces she was looking at, the one that was very hard to find any comps for, so I'm just going to say it's rare. It's sold out from underneath her. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm not holding items for people to wait to decide if they're going to save, $2 or $3 worth on the shipping, which honestly I don't think there was going to be any savings, especially now that I've shipped 2 of them out, and I actually had to pay $1 more than the quoted price for shipping, which was fine because it all balances out in the end. But she got back to me later, and I told her that I'm sorry that item sold. She was a little bent, so she responded back, well, I'd like to get the one, but only if you can reduce shipping, since you let the other one sell out from underneath me. I can either, if you can lower the price of shipping to, it was like $10, or do $20 free shipping, however you would like to do it. I just responded back, I'm sorry, there's not any room. I can't change the rates the post office charges me. There's really no room in shipping, and I've already got these things priced at a really good price, so I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. If I would have had them listed for $15, $20, I might have given a little bit of a break, but at $10, they're going to sell. So you can't make all the people happy all the time. She ended up not buying it, but I did sell this weekend probably out of the 16 packages. Let's see, I sold 2 Care Bears at $5 a piece. If you remember that vintage or antique tobacco cutter, I sold that for $199.99 plus $20 shipping. Shipping on it ended up being about $32. So I knew I planned on taking a hit on some of the shipping as long as I got my full asking price. I did have best offer on it. They just bought it outright. That item, I believe I paid somewhere around $40 or $50 for. The Care Bears, consider them free items because I've already more than made my money off of a box of Care Bears I bought. Believe it or not. So, it's free $5 a piece. Let's see, I sold the vintage Schwinn bicycle seat. I think I got $29.99 for that plus shipping. And then I had a buck or so in the sissy bars and the green floral design. Let's see. I sold some vintage micro machines from 1994, micro machine with track. I think I got $19.99 plus shipping on that. And I think I had $2.50 into it. Let's see. The other big one, the air pistol. I don't know if you guys saw that. When I bought that at the auction, someone else that sells occasionally on eBay, he's always looking comps up and stuff. He was telling me, probably the reason it didn't go any higher is because none of these resellers will sell it on eBay because you're not allowed to unless you're grandfathered in, before they change their rules. Well, I bought it anyway. I think I paid $45 or $50 for it. And I went on eBay and looked at their rules. And it's basically you had to be a top-rated seller and you had to put a disclaimer. They put the disclaimer that you needed to paste in your listing, and you're fine. Which I was a top-rated seller, and I say top-rated seller. I can't remember exactly how they worded it, but put it to auction. Ran to auction twice. Somebody finally bid. They bid $80. I think it might have went up to $83, $84. But it definitely didn't make as much go as high as I expected it to. I thought it would hit at least the 125 mark. But closer inspection, I did see that the pump on it hung down about a half inch and wouldn't stay up. So I think that flaw is one of the reasons why it didn't command a higher price. But still, $80. I made my investment, paid for the shipping, paid for my fees, and still ended up, a few bucks in my pocket. But it was a cool piece to have in my collection. I want to say it was a Benjamin. I can't remember the model, but it was just a little air pellet BB gun pistol that I picked up a couple weeks ago. So I'm trying to think, what else was there? Oh, I sold a snow globe that I've had since last spring. I had that was a lower price sale, maybe $10 I got off that. But I bought the lot of snow globes because my daughter collects them. I gave her the one she wanted, and then I put the rest up for listing. So not a huge profit there. I also sold a Pokemon game set, cards and all, that I had picked up on, I wouldn't say clearance at a store. And I can't remember what I sold that for. But overall, it was a decent shipping morning. Spent most of my morning doing it. Now I'm finally heading into the office. Got my lunch. Got spilt coffee in the floorboard of my truck. And ready to get some stuff done. Tonight I'm going to go. Here soon, probably sometime this week or next, I will be divulging what our business is. And we've already started strong on that. Haven't actually opened the doors yet, but that'll happen in January. But we're already getting ready for that. Anyway, more on that to come. Thank y'all for stopping in, checking out the video. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, feel free to give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. And leave comments down below What are you doing this holiday season? Anyway, Merry Christmas, stay safe, and peace out.